Today we are talking about the new set of Michelin Pilot Road 4s that I put on the Yamaha. Let's get into it. So prior to these PR4s, I was running a set of Continental tires. They were a budget buy, good for about 6,000 miles. I probably put about 7,000 or 7,500 miles on them. It was definitely time. I forgot how nice it was to be able to just lean your bike one direction or the other and have it go that way without having to fight the tires or fight the flat spot in your tire. So having new tires is a beautiful thing. When you get new tires, they have a kind of a grease on them or residue from the stickers that they have wrapped on them, all kinds of stuff. So for about the first 50 to 100 miles, just be extra careful because if you goose it through a turn or something like that, the tire is going to kick out because they'll have this layer of grease on them. So just be aware of that when you get new tires. Make sure you break them in before you really get into the tire. So the PR4s feature Michelin's 2CT or dual composite technology. So essentially it's a harder rubber at the center where your main wear patch is, center of the tire, and on the sides you have a softer rubber for better traction through turns, for more grippiness through turns. What this does is enables a longer tire life. So they say that the PR4s are good for 9,000 miles. I'll check back in around 9,000 miles to see how these hold up. But until then, let's see how these fresh tires handle in the mountains. So it's about 70 degrees here as we enter the canyon roads. So it's really not that hot, which should be an interesting test to see how these tires perform in it's kind of cool weather, really. But the first thing that I notice coming through these turns is how sturdy these tires feel. They're not washing out at all. I'm also not really pushing it, but and they dip right in. I don't have to fight the bike at all. So these are a touring tire. They're not a sports tire, and as such aren't built to be ridden at, you know, in an extreme way, I suppose. It's an all-weather tire. It's not an off-road tire. It's not an all-terrain tire. It is a road-only tire. Just to be clear about that, in case there was any confusion. But versus a sport tire that's optimized to perform in dry, smooth pavement, basically, these tires are built to perform in a bit broader range of situations. I mean, huge difference from old tires to new set of tires. I often will underestimate how great, or I'll forget how good a new set of tires feels. The center line, these sidelines here help to move water into these deeper detents, I'll call them, and the detents will carry the water till it gets around and then fling the water out. So these help to prevent hydroplaning. Along with these, obviously, it's super useful along the center line here, though, if you're riding straight on a highway or something like that. Now the center patch is a harder compound, right? This is the 2CT technology we were talking about. Harder compound in the center, softer compound on the side. So most of your time, generally, if it's just like your daily transport, will be spent more in this range. So they've given you a harder compound, so it wears slower. But then when you get to the side, like here in the mountains, you'll want something that's a little bit grippier, has some more grip. but this will also wear faster. But the combination gives you an overall longer wheel life, or tire life rather. People in front of us are smoking some reefer with the top down. Listen, as always, I appreciate you being here. If you found some value, consider liking and subscribing. If you have any comments or any questions that I haven't answered about these tires, definitely leave a comment. And until next time, keep the rubber side on the road.